guys actually have a D20 die in front of you. And this is a section called D20 questions. What happens is you roll it. I've got a list of 20 questions, and I will ask you the question that corresponds to the number you roll. So go right ahead and roll either one of you.
I think you go first.
Yeah, go for it.
That's a 5.
5
we have to tell him what it is?
I mean, I'm not. So I could just choose whatever question I feel like, I guess.
That just wasn't part of the rules. I didn't understand.
Number 5 is interesting, given our previous conversation. Have you ever won a contest? And I guess the follow-up to that would be, if so, what for? Oscar, you go first.
No.
No, never
won a contest.
You've never in your life won a contest? Not even like back in the day when they did radio contests like, hey, do you know what finish the lyric to this song, asshole? Like,
every contest I've ever entered, I've lost.
All right. Wow. Have you entered a lot of contests?
No.
Okay, well, that's good. Good.
No.
But, I prefer that answer, yeah.
But typically it's because I'm like, I don't really care that much.
You have no interest in winning contests?
More just the love of the game.
I've got bad news for you. There's going to be one at the end of this podcast.
That's why we need a prize.
Well, guess what? I am not interested in winning it.
All right. Well, we'll see. Good news for Zane.
That's the moral victory.
Zane, have you ever won a contest of any kind?
I think technically, the only thing like closest to a contest that I've really ever done was like solo and ensemble in high school for music.
You say saw an ensemble?
Or solo and ensemble.
Oh, solo,
so it's like
solo.
just,
Gotcha.
It's the exact opposite of an ensemble. It's solo.
Yeah.
That is actually how I did it.
By all of this.
But it's like, it's not really a competition. It's just kind of go and get a score.
Okay.
But at one point, my senior year, I got like a perfect score across the board, which I feel like is the closest thing that I've done.
So what did you say? What instrument you were doing?
Baritone saxophone.
Okay, baritone saxophone. Is that? That's not the Kenny G one. Kenny G one is the alto saxophone.
That's the soprano saxophone.
Oh, okay. How many are there?
There's like 8.
Oh,
like
okay.
a dozen.
Which one is baritone? Is that Rob Lowe and St. Elmo's Fire? By the way, all of my references are movies. What's that?
I think that's Bill Clinton.
Bill Clinton is baritone.
No, Bill Clinton is tenor.
Oh. Okay.
So the regular one that's just saxophone looking is the alto.
Okay.
The one that's a little bit bigger and then has like a little swirly bit in the neck is the tenor, and that's like the cool one in jazz. That's like I think most like jazz solos are probably on a tenor.
Okay.
And then bigger than that is the baritone, and that's where it has like a whole swindy doodle thing, and it goes all the way down to your knees, and it's like especially low.
So you got the only saxophone that still gets you beat up.
Oh no, I got to beat people up.
With the saxophone.
Yeah.
Like if you were in a saxophone fight where the only weapons were saxophones.
I'd win.
Yeah, you are the champion.
It was the big one. It's also weird because like there's the Mean Girls joke where they're going through the cliques and they're like, here's the table of the sexually active band nerds. And it's like, oh, that's kind of basically the band nerds in my school. So like, yeah, I didn't get beat up. I was one of like 3 people who played it, and I was good.
All right.
So I got to beat other people up with their instruments.
Oh, you take their instrument.
You can do a lot with a clarinet.
Sure, yeah, I bet.
Well, you don't want to hit somebody with your instrument. You still have to play that thing, and your parents to get really mad.
That's fair. You got to retune it and everything. It's just,
If I shove my instrument up their ass, it's going to be a pain in my ass later. Yeah. If I just, a flute is way easier, and I don't have to deal with the consequences of that.
Way more feces discussion today than I was expecting and hoping for.
I got to say, he didn't mention feces at all.
Nah.
I mean, it was implied, I suppose.
There was a very heavy, strict diet, so everything was actually very clean.
Will you, sexy nerds, please roll the D20 again?
Here, this time I'll roll it, but then you say the number out of...
Teamwork.
Okay, that's an upside down 4.
Upside down 4 is...
Do we get an upside down question?
Yep. That's more backwards, I guess, than upside down. Regular 4 is, who is a celebrity that you love that is like, oh man, when I see that celebrity, I get very happy. I mean, it could be like someone who is a musical celebrity and you're like, I love their every song that they do. It could be like, I enjoy their movie performances.
I think David Cornsweet right now.
I have no idea who that is.
He plays the new Superman for the James Gunn one.
I do know who that is.
Actually, Oscar and I went to go see that. I think the first time I saw that movie.
Yeah.
His name is David Cornsweet.
There's an E between the R and the N. Otherwise, absolutely yes.
Okay.
We can just. I mean, the E can just be silent. It's just Cornsweet.
Cornsweet.
But he's just kind of really cool. There's like a lot of clips from like the behind the scenes of Superman where he's like talking to James Gunn with like opinions on how the scene's going, and it's like actually good. So it's not just like and as an actor, it doesn't seem like he's so far up his butt that he's like a huge ego. And then he killed it doing the actual scene. So like he's just a good actor on top of that. But then like in interviews, he's just kind of a cool vibe. Someone asked like, what do you want to build with this character? I think meaning like, what kind of legacy do you want? Which is kind of a pretentious question, but I expect it for like actors. His reaction was just Legos. I want to build Legos.
Right.
Give me Legos now. And it's like, can I be friends with this guy in real life, please? He seems like the coolest person to play Superman.
I haven't seen any Superman movies since like the old Superman movies. So
those rule.
I know Henry Cavill was Superman for a while, and I like Henry Cavill too because isn't he big into like D&D and Warhammer and shit like that?
He's also super cool in a very similar way. But the Zack Snyder movies kind of I think brought it down for me. I like James Gunn a lot. I like the vibe of the movie. And I like David Cornsweet a lot. I think if we had both of them as like different Supermen or something, I think it would be super cool. But also, I'm super okay if we get away from multiverse stuff in movies now and just do straight up movies again.
You don't want to see a Bizarro world?
Oh, that would be really cool though.
Oscar, who is your favorite celebrity who can or could not, if you prefer, be named after perspiring vegetation?
Well, I'm trying to find a way to mispronounce this so it can be, but
vegetables.
But I can't. It's Jerry Seinfeld.
Oh yeah,
Seinfeld is my hero.
So what got you just watching the show, or were you like you saw his stand up and then you were like, oh good, he's got a show now?
I actually I saw his stand up on an evening at the Improv in like the late 80s.
Sure, I remember that show.
I was like 9. And then he got a show and I'm like, oh, there's this guy with a show. And then like I was hooked from the beginning. And it's just he is the master at what he does. And I don't think there can be better at his genre.
Does it bother you then when people distill his comedy down to what's the deal with whatever? Like that's the only thing they know about Jerry Seinfeld. Airline food. What's the deal with that? They give it to you and then they give you a spork. What am I supposed to do with a spork?
No, it doesn't bother me one bit.
All right.
Because see, the thing is that they know something about him.
Oh, all right. Sure.
I don't know anything about this person who's making fun of him, but I know that they're talking about Jerry Seinfeld. And he defined a generation of comedy.
All right.
He's like the Kleenex of comedy, where it's like, or the Band-Aid, where it's like, it's no longer a bandage and the brand is Band-Aid. It's like, no, this is a Band-Aid. It's no longer, this is a stand-up comedy. It's like, no, it's just kind of, it's Jerry Seinfeld. Because if you shorthand, I need a quick bit that's a comedy thing, you just go, what's the deal? And then it's like, oh yeah, Jerry Seinfeld, gotcha.
Yeah, like 80s and 90s were defined with the observational comedian, which was him. And now
he wants to know what the deal is with stuff.
Now we're transitioning into the storytelling comedian, and it's a whole different world. Right. So
yeah, I got to see Seinfeld live.
Only once?
Only once. I think 5 or so years ago, 7 years ago or something.
That's good stuff.
Really good. It's interesting to see his career because it's like when he's younger, obviously it's like different energy because you have to like kill it constantly, like keep going up. And now he's just fully got it. So it's like a different vibe and it's still really funny. And it's impressive because he just goes up and like he cares because he wants to put on a good show, but he doesn't really care if it goes well. So it's just like exuding confidence the whole time. And it's like kind of relaxed and just impressive because he's a master at it.
Well, yeah, because like in the early years, he was hungry. It had to be good or he didn't eat. And
Yeah.
now he has more money than God.
He'll be fine.
And he'll be fine. But the thing is that he loves the art. So like he doesn't want to do it poorly. He knows that people came there for a show. And he's willing to put it on. But you can tell, you're right. He still wears a suit on stage all these years later. Bill Cosby, sweatpants and a t-shirt, sitting on a stool. But
And
There's a lot of differences between Jerry Seinfeld and Bill Cosby. There's a lot of them.